We're about to spend the next few weeks exploring Taiwan, and I'm pretty sure the landscapes we witness will totally surprise you. It's home to deep canyons and mountains over 3,000 meters. Plus there's hot springs, surfing, and lots of street food to try. We left the capital of Taipei straight away and headed to the hot spring town of Joshi.
Okay, we've just checked into our first room in Taiwan. We have the Japanese themed room, so you have futon bed and our private hot spring. So Craig is just filling up now.
Yeah, come back in about 3
It's going to take a while.
When we checked into the room, the receptionist spoke into the translator and it said, "Did you bring your swimwear so you can soak your big dumplings?" We have no idea what it was supposed to mean. A short hike from the town led us to these really impressive waterfalls. And then we headed to one of the parks as they have lots of hot springs in them and spas, including a fish nibbling spa.
You enjoying it, Craig? Oh. Alright, let's go. Ooh.
A lot of our time in Taiwan was spent on the east coast in the town of Hoi Lin, as it was a great base to explore Taroko National Park.
Hey guys, we're in Taroko Gorge, starting our amazing hike. Look at this bridge, awesome.
The water is very clear, which is the reason why we're doing this walk. We are on the Shakadang Trail in Taroko National Park. Look at how clear the water is.
As the sun began to hit the water, it turned the most incredible shade of blue. We started our day really early, so we managed to beat all the crowds and then made our way to our next stop, which was Eternal Springs. And on the way we checked out this really cool temple. We really loved the national park already and we hadn't even made it to the gorge yet, so that was our next stop. At times the steep walls stood 1,000 feet high and the gorge was just a dozen feet wide. We did a mix of hitchhiking and bus rides through the national park, and it was the perfect day out. Taiwan's hit by over 200 earthquakes every year, and last night we were woken up by one. Luckily it was fairly mild for us, so the next day we headed to this 5-kilometre long beach which was backed by huge mountains.
Holy shit!
Run, run, run! Wow, look at you. Ballsy, ballsy, Lauren. Wow.
We've arrived at a tiny village and I read there were some good swimming holes and we just got to the bridge. Look at this! And we're the only ones here, so Craig's heading down over there to go for a swim and I'll video him.
It was such a beautiful and wild area, so we decided to do a walk up the river to get some more views.
Whoa! Hey guys!
The next day we went on another mission to find more idyllic swimming holes. And I think it's safe to say we struck gold with this one.
Welcome to Taiwan!
While we had fun exploring the natural sights in the daytime, in the evenings we'd go to the famous night markets. Bubble tea was invented in Taiwan, so we're pretty excited to try our first one here.
Oh, it's weird. I like it. Right. Oh, they taste a bit licorice-y. Think. Oh my god, the whole thing is coming off great.
Can't take her anywhere.
As a vegetarian that doesn't like mushroom or tofu, it was a bit of a struggle for me to eat in Taiwan, but I did love this street food. It was basically some sort of pancake covered in like peanut brittle, coriander and ice cream, and it was heaven.
Yeah. It's interesting.
By this point we've left Hoi Lin and made our way to the west coast to Taichung, and it ended up taking us 8 hours to get there as we picked the slower, cheaper option, but it only cost £12, so we weren't complaining. One of our day trips from Taichung was to the Flower Carpet Festival, and not too far away were the Dekeng trails where we did this hike through the forest. And rumour has it a family was once followed by a ghostly figure through here, and then a horror film was made about it. When we finished the hike we met some lovely locals who told us we could put some money in this pot and pick some fruit from a tree.
It's okay.
Another day trip we did from Taichung was to the 912 Earthquake Museum, which was based on the grounds of a school which was completely destroyed by the 7.3 magnitude earthquake. It's considered to be the second most deadly earthquake to hit Taiwan, but luckily it arrived in the middle of the night, so there were no school kids here. The museum was really interesting, and there was also this earthquake simulator which we got to go in along with 20 little kids. It was absolutely crazy, to be honest, and one of the little kids even asked us if we were okay afterwards. We left Taichung and made our way to Sun Moon Lake, which is supposed to be a top destination of Taiwan, but it was actually our least favourite area. We enjoyed visiting this temple, but we had a lot of rain, so the lake didn't look very impressive, and we found the people a little rude compared to the rest of Taiwan, where they're very friendly. So our trip there was brief, and we made our way north to Zhoufen, where we stayed in this adorable little homestay. A short walk from us was the Old Town, which was absolutely picture perfect and apparently what inspired the movie Spirited Away. It was raining a lot on our visit, so we warmed up with some taro ball soup, which is famous in this area. And we also tried a rather unusual lime jelly dessert.
What flavour is it? Is it sweet?
Interesting.
What flavour?
Limey?
Okay.
Once we finally had a non-rainy day, we did a day trip to Teapot Mountain. And it ended up being a much crazier hike than we were expecting.
How's that?
Cool!
I hated it.
You?
Don't do it, Lauren! Don't do it! Your life's worth more than that! Come back! Ah, don't do it! I can see you.
And now it's time to end our trip in Taiwan with a few days spent in Taipei and the surrounding area. And there were so many food markets around the city, but some of them were so busy with queues of 45 minutes for a meal. There are also arcade games all around the city, so we made sure to try out the claw.
Pick it up. Oh, how do you feel, Lauren?
Oh,
Gutted. I've got a feeling this thing's going to get in the way, though.
alright, go for something else.
Oh!
Oh my god!
What just happened?
And while many people like to visit the cat cafes around the area, we opted for this really cute dog cafe. Taipei was another good base for us to go and explore the surrounding area, and our first stop were these hot springs, which had to be accessed via a crazy river crossing.
Does that look easy? I don't know. It's making it look quite easy, but ooh. Oh god.
We were so nervous about crossing the river that this local man actually sat on the rocks and waited till we made it across safely. Luckily, it was definitely worth the effort, and we arrived in paradise. There are a few other really cool volcanic sites around Taipei, so it was really fun doing day trips to them. But now we have a sad farewell as we leave Asia and make our way back to Europe and spend the winter in Norway.